Right guys, what's going on? It's Blackman the Traveller here, and right now I'm walking around in my area in Stratford Newham. So basically what I'm doing about this video is I'm talking about why are there not enough black travel bloggers, or why are there not enough people of colour travel bloggers. So as you guys know, I specialise in more travelling content. That's what I do. So I travel to certain countries that the media will portray in a negative way. And I will go to countries where people of colour in general wouldn't go to. Why is that? Why do I do that? So basically, I started making travelling content since 2020, last year, January, where I started to travel and I started to go to certain countries where people of colour wouldn't go to. For example, I went to Vietnam. Yes, there is a lot of people of colour that do go to Vietnam. But yeah, I went to Vietnam and I experienced certain things that people in my area in London have not experienced. I went to a country called Myanmar. In English it's called Myanmar, but they call it Burma. So I went there. Their neighbouring borders are Bangladesh, China and Thailand. So when I went to this country, I experienced one of the greatest hospitalities ever I've had in my life, especially in a country that's in Southeast Asia where tourism is not such a big thing. Why are there not enough black travel bloggers? This is the question that I need to ask certain people. When you watch travel content, for example, guys, there's a lot of white Westerners that will definitely go to your country and they will portray your country the way they want to portray it. So my aim is to be one of the first travel bloggers in inner city London to go to certain countries where people of colour wouldn't go, and where my aim is to inspire people to travel in a raw backpacking way. Why is that? Why not? People don't understand that there is a niche in this market right now, especially for travel content, even though we are in a pandemic. And I totally understand that we are in a pandemic, but people need to understand the amount of money that you can make while doing travelling content. People need to understand that this market is still not filled. And there are not even a lot of African Americans. Actually, you know what? There's not a lot of black British travel bloggers that are doing it right now. There's a lot of African Americans. Big up to them. So my aim is to go to certain countries. For example, I'm going to go to India, and I'm going to go to certain parts of India where they've not seen people of colour, especially black people, or maybe mixed race, whatever you want to call it. Then after that, I'm going to go stay with certain African tribes that are located in India, in different provinces, and that are located in Pakistan. One of the main reasons why I'm going to go there is because I didn't realise that there are a black African community that reside in India and that reside in Pakistan. So my aim is to go there and discover new cultures. And this question, I still get it. Why, like, in my opinion, how come people of colour are scared to come out of their comfort zone and not go to certain countries? For example, we always go to Dubai, we go to the Paris, we go to the Miami, you know, we go to the Barcelona, we go to the Morocco. These countries are, in my opinion, tourist traps, Instagram fanatics. You know, people just go there, take the pictures. Why don't we backpack, you know? Why don't we hitchhike? People don't understand, when you travel, what are you traveling for? What do you discover? What do you want to discover? What do you want to see? How much money do you want to spend? For example, I do raw backpacking. I'd rather stay with a family than stay in a hotel. I'd rather stay in a hostel than stay in an Airbnb. The reasons why I'd rather stay with a family is because I get to understand new cultures and I get to integrate with new communities abroad. The same thing with hostels. The reason why I stay with hostels is because everyone's in the same position that you're in. You need to understand that when you're in a hostel, everyone's in the same position that you're in. And people actually want to do stuff. Everyone wants to do the same thing that you want to do. So in my opinion, that you should definitely stay in a hostel and you should definitely stay with a family. Another thing that's also interesting is that when you stay in a homestay, you actually get to live with families abroad and you get to share the experiences that they have. that's another good plus thing that you can also do. So this video is basically to ask people questions. Why don't we travel that much? What are we scared of? Are we scared of coming out of our comfort zone? Is that one of the main reasons why there's not enough black travel bloggers or people of color? Are we scared not to go to certain countries and not understand different cultures, different beliefs? So bear with me with this journey, guys, and hopefully my aim is to inspire hundreds or maybe millions of people to travel to certain countries that we wouldn't go to. For example, it's beautiful when I see people make traveling content, when I see people making food blogs. You know, that is very, very, very inspiring, and I really, really, really love it, because that inspires me to travel. And hopefully I will inspire you to travel to a country that you wouldn't go to. You know, and in my opinion, I personally think that if we can travel more, especially people of colour, and if we can film it and document it, it's gonna open the world to also inspire other people of colour to travel. So hopefully this video will inspire people, and it will make people question and think, how come there's not a lot of us that's doing this type of thing? Why is this guy traveling? For example, my name is Blackman the Traveller. When I was young, Blackman was my little street name when I was a bit crazy and wild, and then I just added the Traveller for marketing wise. The reason why I done that is because I just realized that the amount of money that you can make, and also I realized that there was a niche in this market. This market is raw, it's still untouched, especially for people of colour, especially black British travel bloggers, especially Asian travel bloggers, or Caucasian. So people need to understand that travelling content is still alive, even though yes, we are in a pandemic and it's still COVID, but I think people need to inspire one another in terms of travelling. Hello, you okay, brother? I think people need to inspire one another in terms of travelling. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care.